Hello there and welcome. How's it going? This is Mark Castillo, aka the Digital Marketing Warrior. Welcome to the Ask and Be Inspired affiliate marketing live stream, designed to help you get unstuck, produce results, and achieve time freedom even if you're brand new. What's your relationship with money? So I want to ask you that question to kick things off. And whether you're watching this live or from the replay, let me know down below this video, what's your relationship with money? How would you best describe it? Is it a good relationship or is it a bad one? And depending on if it's a good or bad one, why do you think it's good or why do you think it's bad? Because let me tell you something. The relationship that you have with money will determine whether or not you will be successful in this business. If you don't have a great relationship with money, then chances are you're not going to be making your desired income that you're aiming for in your business. So let's say, for example, you're looking to aim $200,000 a year in your business, for pretend. And if you don't have a great relationship with money, you won't do the work necessary to attain that $200,000 yearly income. And you'll still be in that broke and poor mindset with the old programming that a lot of people got stuck with thanks to society. So it's important to understand the importance of the relationship that you have with money. If it's not a good relationship that you have right now, which if you already have a good relationship with money, then why are you here? But if you don't have a good relationship with money, you've come to the right place. So before I get into what you can do to improve the relationship with money, I have a story to share with you from my own personal experience. Now, I'm sure you've probably dealt with this yourself, or maybe you know somebody that has. I remember growing up, my family was always complaining about money. Is there going to be enough money left over for the rent? Is there going to be enough money left over for other basic necessities? And one of my family members, and actually I should say a lot of my family just always complains about money. And they keep demanding that they get more money, but unfortunately, they don't understand that in order to attain more money, they first need to improve the relationship that they have with the money. Now, because of this mentality that I grew up with, because everybody in my family had this mindset, I had a tough time with money also. I didn't have a great relationship with it. I remember as soon as money hits my bank account, I'd be spending it. And now I'm guilty of that. You probably might find yourself guilty of that as well. But I'll talk about that more, what you can do so that you're not always going broke all the time. But anyways, I used to be somebody that would spend all their money and I would give little thought to actually investing my money. When I first got started with affiliate marketing, I remember zeroing my bank account to where it went a negative balance. But I saw the potential of what this industry can do for me. And so I got started with my first affiliate marketing business opportunity. And as I went through the trainings, as I attended the training calls, as I went to a couple of the live events, been on coaching calls, I still wasn't really getting it. And part of the reason was the lack of money. Or better yet, it was the lack of a better money mindset. Now, mind you, I grew up with the programming that my family got from their family. from other people. Because generally speaking, when you hear the word money, a lot of people think, I don't have enough of it. And hence, why you're here, to learn how to build an affiliate marketing business. Because let's face it, if you're already happy with your job and you're already earning the income that you want, you're not going to be here, or you're not going to invest the time to watch this live stream seeing me talk about money. But since you're here, and if you reached up to this point right now, I can tell you have an interest in building this business. And what you need to understand, first of all, in order to attain whatever your income goal is, like let's go back to the example of $200,000 every year. In order to attain that income, you need to fix your money mindset. Now, mind you, you have to do the work. You have to understand that results are not guaranteed in this industry, but what you can do is put in all your 110% best work into it, get the right guidance that you need, and be persistent. Now, I did mention earlier ago, what can you do to change your money mindset? Are you familiar with the individual Jim Rohn? If you're an online entrepreneur or aspiring entrepreneur, you should know who he is. In case you don't, I highly recommend going on YouTube, typing out his name, and watching some of his content. The big thing that he talks about that really hits home with a lot of entrepreneurs is the subject of money. Now, I'm going to share with you 3 quotes from him, and I'll dive deep into each quote and help you to better your money mindset from these 3 quotes. So let's go over the first one. Let's put it over here. Okay, the first quote. Money is usually attracted, not pursued. Let me actually see if we're all good here. Okay, just checking the audio. Money is usually attracted, not pursued. Typically speaking, what do you see people do when it comes to money? They want to pursue it. They have this thinking, I gotta get more money. I need more money. How can I get more money? And they spend all this time, all this focus on, I need to get more money. I need to get more money. But they don't align themselves with attaining their wealth that they want. So when Jim Rohn says money is usually attracted, not pursued, you need to align your money mindset the same as your income, your desired income goal. Write that down. Your money mindset needs to be in alignment with your desired income goal. And you got to change things. Like, for instance, if you're always telling yourself, I'm broke, I don't have money, I'm not made of money, you got to let those beliefs go, because they're not your own beliefs. That came from somebody else who got it from somebody else before them. So it's not your beliefs, it's somebody else's. And instead of telling yourself, I'm broke, I'm not made of money, tell yourself, I am wealthy and abundant. Money flows easily to me and through me. Now, I know what you're going to say. You're probably going to be laughing out loud and say, it's easy for you to say, Mark, because I literally have nothing in the piggy bank right now, and I'm going through all this crap in my life right now, And there's no way that I can think about wealth and abundance. See, that's where you fail. As the great Yoda from Star Wars Episode 5 Empire Strikes Back put it, that is why you fail, because you don't believe. See, you got to believe in whatever it is you're telling yourself. And there's got to be intention behind that belief. So it's not enough to just only say, I am wealthy and abundant. Money is attracted to me and through me. Money flows easily to me and through me. When you say it like that, there's no intention. And you don't believe in it. So what you got to do is you got to put some energy into it. You got to act like you're already there. That you already got the $200,000 every single year without fail. You got to put yourself in that place. You got to act like you won the lottery. I know that might be hard, but trust me when I say you got to see yourself already there. And you got to align your money mindset with your desired income goal. Because that's why a lot of people fail in the affiliate marketing industry. Part of the reason, or actually I should say, a majority of the reason is they don't work on their mindset. In particular, their money mindset. They still have this scarcity mindset that they're just getting by, that it's hard to earn $1 these days, and there's nothing that they can do to get resourceful. You got to get out of that. Start telling yourself things like, I am wealthy and abundant. Money flows easily to me and through me. Even though challenges may arise, I'll find the solution or solutions to overcome them. Language is key, and whatever you tell yourself on a daily basis matters so much. So, in order for money to be attracted to you, first, you need to change that money mindset around. You got to get rid of old beliefs, old paradigms that you have about money, and replace them with new ones. It doesn't help to just say, let's say, for example, that you want to get rid of the belief that you're always broke all the time. It doesn't help to just say, I want to stop believing I'm broke all the time. And then you don't replace it with anything. You got to say, I no longer wish to hold on to the belief that I'm broke all the time. I choose to let that belief go. And instead, I replace it with, I am wealthy and abundant. Money flows easily to me and through me. So you got to think the opposites. So if you're saying all the time that you're broke, you got to start thinking wealth and abundance. I know your mind will kid you like you're being ridiculous, but you got to see yourself already there. The next thing that Jim Rohn said is the following. Okay, how are we doing over here? All right, still good. All right. Pay close attention to this quote. So actually, let me add another thing over here. So take a look at this. The rich invest their money and spend what is left. The poor spend their money and invest what is left. What was Jim Rohn talking about? He's talking about the difference between the rich and the poor. It's not all about how much money is in the bank. It's how you work that money. See, the rich people, they invest their money into their education, invest it back into coaching, invest it into things that are going to help them earn more money and be responsible with their bills and other necessary things. And then whatever is left over, they spend it however way they wish. But for the poor, it works differently. It works the opposite. If you were anything like me back in the day, as soon as that money hits your bank account, you're on spending mode. You're thinking about, what could I buy with this money? And for me, it was always about action figures. Now, I know I have an action figure collection back here, but this collection that you see right over here is an action figure collection that I've accumulated and built up over the years. But anyways, this video is not about my action figure collection. I'm just illustrating a point here that though you might see this in the background, it's not something that I'm always spending all of my money on. But for a lot of people, they like to spend their money on all these luxurious things that they can't afford. So for me, it was always toys or any other fancy things. Like people like get obsessed with cars. They buy a really expensive car that they know they can't afford, but they go for it anyways. People see an expensive pair of Nike shoes that is trending so much on social media, and though they can't afford it, well, they still buy it because it's all the hype and they want to look good in front of other people. Then you get other people that will just spend all their money just doing whatever on whatever you can think about. Any luxury or materialistic items. And then after that, whatever is left over, that's what they use to invest. Now, I know you might make the argument, well, the poor also think about their bills too. Yeah, but here's the difference. The rich, they structure things in a way that they know what's coming in and what's going out. But the poor, they just like operating blindfolded and crossing their fingers, hoping that it works out. How many times have you been in this situation? How many times have you found yourself being stuck to where you have money coming in and then you find out you can't afford to pay one of your bills? That is a lot of people's worst nightmare. Not being able to afford one or more, or perhaps all your bills. And for a lot of people, that scares them. But instead, they don't know how to manage their money, how to make money work for them rather than working for the money. And that's why they're always broke. So if you want to better your money mindset, you gotta change the money mindset around investing and spending. And the key way to do this is don't look at everything. Well, let me rephrase that. Since we're talking about business here, don't look at everything as an expense in business. Look at it as an investment, because it is an investment. It's an investment that you're going to be building for the long term, for the rest of your life. You cannot just look at whatever business opportunity that you're looking at and going, oh my gosh, that's so damn expensive, I can't afford it. Or don't be looking at it like, oh yeah, the price is good, but I got this to pay for and I got that to pay for. And I get it. You know, given how the economy is like today, it's really tough to survive on your own. But we don't want to say completely that there's no chance, that there's no way that you can't build this business. There's always a way to figure things out. And an easy way that you can start figuring things out now is by looking at where your money is going. Is it really going to all your bills and necessities? Or do you find that there's some things that you can eliminate so that you have more money to invest into your business? Something to think about. Jim Rohn also said the most important thing for those that are looking to be long-term online entrepreneurs, he said the following. Jim Rohn said, "The greatest reward in becoming a millionaire is not the amount of money that you earn. It is the kind of person that you have to become a millionaire in the first place." Now, reading that at first, you might be left feeling confused. Well, I thought being a millionaire, being filthy rich like Tony Stark or Bruce Wayne, is the whole point. A lot of people get deceived into believing such a thing. Yeah, it's nice to have all this accumulated financial wealth, but that's not where it starts, and that's not where it stops. Where it becomes fulfilling is the feeling that you get from transforming into the individual that is deserving of that money in the first place. You became the individual for whom it can work for, as Myron Golden put it. You become the person for whom it can work for. Now, a lot of people have this desired income goal. They have this ambition to build a business. But when it comes to taking action, they don't do all that they can. And a lot of them, they get lazy and say, "Oh, I don't want to do the work. It's too much." But yet, they have this expectation that they want to earn $180,000 in a single year. So how are you going to earn $180,000 in a single year, let alone your first $1,000 month in your business, and it's consistent? How are you going to do that if you're not willing to go through the process, if you're not willing to do the work? Now, I know I might be nagging here, but I am just plain outright being brutally honest with you, because I see this way too many times that people will plaster it all over social media that they're an entrepreneur, they're an internet marketer, you name it, all these different labels. And you'll find out that when you look at their profile and when you really see them as an individual, you'll see that they're really full of crap. I mean, I'm just going to be blunt and honest. A lot of people's profiles, I'm not going to name anybody in particular, but a lot of people that promote a business online, they're full of crap. Why? Because they are making it so much about the money. That's all you see. You always see them like saying, "I made $60,000 today. I made $2,000 in a week. Ask me how." And then you'll see all these posts either like that or it's about the company. But it's nothing about solving problems for whatever target niche that they're targeting. And that's a problem. And a lot of people are sold into the falsehood of it's just all about the riches. It's just all about the numbers that you rack up in your bank account from promoting a business. To really be an internet marketer, to really be an online entrepreneur, you have to be willing, you must be willing to go through the process. You got to work on your mindset. You got to invest into yourself and your intellect. You got to invest into yourself, into your intellectual capital, into your business. And you got to be consistent with it. Otherwise, if you don't do the work and you don't work on your mindset, nothing's going to happen. And it blows my mind to this day. I still see a lot of people believe that it's all about the money. But if you take a look at what Jim Rohn said over here, you'll notice that what's more rewarding than the accumulated financial wealth that you gain is the person that you became to become a millionaire in the first place. That's key. And unfortunately, a lot of people are going to miss that. But if you are serious about building this business, you're willing to put in the work and do it right. Don't focus on the money. Focus on becoming the individual for whom it can work. When you do all these things, you stop telling yourself that you're always broke. You stop spending money on pointless things that you can either do without for the long term, or you can temporarily live without and get back. And you also change that money mindset around that building this business is not about the money, but it's about the kind of individual that you become to earn that money in the first place. You're going to be so much better off in the long term versus most people who will be still struggling to figure out how to make their first sale, how to generate their first lead, or how to even get a boost in their engagement on social media and their emails. It's important to understand that mastering your money mindset is so important. And according to Jim Rohn, if you follow what I covered here today, you're going to start to be better off and be further ahead than most people. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing screen right over here. And it's question time. So I didn't actually have any questions come in prior to this live stream episode, but if you've got any questions for me that you'd like me to cover, now's a great time to ask. I'm going to go ahead and get a quick sip of water. If there are no questions to address, I'll go ahead and wrap this up. Okay, questions time. Okay, I don't see any questions that came in. I trust you got a ton of value out of this live stream episode. And if you did, I invite you to join me on the journey of achieving time freedom through affiliate marketing. Simply take your first step now by grabbing my free beginner's cheat sheet for affiliate marketing report by looking for the link down below this video. If you've been feeling overwhelmed by all this tons and tons of information that's available on Google and YouTube, you're not sure what to follow, and it's hard for you to get started. You're overwhelmed by all the information, and you just feel like you're stuck in analysis paralysis, unsure of what to do. Let me help you get unstuck and start finally producing results. Directly reach out to me and let me know how I can be of service to you on your journey to business success. I will gladly point you in the right direction so that you're not lost. Okay, so with that said, this is Mark Castillo, aka the Digital Marketing Warrior. Thank you for joining me in on this live stream episode. Have an amazing day wherever you may be, whatever time zone that you're watching this from, and I'll see you on the next one very soon. Take care and all the absolute best.